I just want to show y'all this real quick, okay? So Nicki Minaj did an interview with Joe Budden, and she exposed the industry, right? So I tell y'all all the time that the industry does programming, predictive programming. They brainwash the masses, those who are asleep. And she admitted to it. She said it's programming. She literally said it's programming. And the crazy thing is, people see it and they don't watch. They don't pay attention to what she's saying. They don't care about what she's saying. They're just like, they're asleep, bro. They're asleep. Like, they're so asleep. They're so brainwashed that they're not like, wait, what did she just say? We're programming you. No. I might look at the comments. I didn't look at the comments, but I'm gonna look at the comments and put them in here just to show you how asleep people are. Like, you would think someone would be talking about how program was mentioned in this conversation. They didn't mention nothing about programming. There's just too much brainwashing going on. I get sick of it. And then, you know what's crazy? Even after they see it, those sleeping, slumbering zombies are gonna be like, she didn't mean programming like that. She mean program like a program, like a grams that are full of pros. They're grams that are full of pros. Like, that's what it is.
Do you hold yourself accountable for any of it?
Yes. And I used to say, well, because I was one of the first people saying, oh, I'm not these people's parents. But now I get it. I look at it from a different perspective now, because superstars inadvertently become role models, no matter what. Mm-hmm. You can be the weirdest druggie in the world. If they like your music, they're listening to it over and over and over. It's programming.
If they like your music, they're listening to it over and over and over. It's programming.
And they might try some of those things they hear you talk about. I remember I had a conversation with Future one time in the studio, and he said something that I will never forget. And he laughed while he said it. He was like, yeah, you know, people be thinking I do people be thinking I'm really doing a lot of drugs because I rap about it all the time. But they don't even be knowing I'm a lightweight. I said, in my head. Because there are a lot of people that are huge Future fans, for instance. And that's how they're going to feel closer to him, because they're doing what they're hearing him rap about. Mm-hmm. Not knowing that he
ain't on it like that.
Not like that, no. So that's why it's important.
We just need to stop and see how dead people's spirits are. As a female rapper who has loved this woman since her arrival, this was so refreshing seeing her be so real and honest, so inspirational. That's how it sounds to me. Nicki really paved the way, and she deserves the respect. She lived in her truth, and with this interview, I loved her choice of wording. She's so matured and beautifully spoken. She definitely knows how to keep up with the culture. This is so honest in a different way. She has been through so much. Got to meet her in the fall, and as a fan, I genuinely wish her all the happiness the world can possibly offer. I'm not a huge fan, but Nicki clearly should have at least 10 Grammys. Been a Nicki fan since 2008. Oh, went too fast. I have a lot of issues with Nicki that stem from morals, integrity, or being problematic, but this was a great interview by her. I listened from start to finish. I'm so happy she was able to express herself from the heart. The wisdom and maturity she has displayed is flawless. She is indeed one of the greatest female rappers of this time. A GOAT for sure. Yeah, she is the GOAT. She is the Baphomet, right? The thing they worship, the GOAT they worship. Look, first of all, I just have to tell you guys that what you're looking at is not a human being. The Lord told me that she is no longer above ground. She is underground in one of those jail cells that they have, these occultic people, these secret societies. When their artists aren't in line, they put them in these secret places underneath this ground, and they torture them for as long as they can. And they make their clone. Well, the clone is already made, but they make their clone go out into the public and act as if they are them. How do you have a clone? Like, what do you mean? That sounds so far-fetched. No, it's not. They have technology. And I even told the Lord, I'm like, you told me this is a clone and she looks so like that, literally looks like her. She was like, yeah, it's the tech. He said, yeah, it's the technology. And he was like, the same way they do with twins. Twins, when you see a twin, you don't see a robotic person. You see a real human. That is the same technology they use for clones. Like, twins are clones.